trabalhamos num diário. A gente está de alta num diário aqui, certo? Estou avisando esses high aqui. A gente pode até mesmo ter uma retração aqui agora, porque pô, a gente abriu um gap aqui dentro do fair value gap do diário já. 4 horas aqui, a gente já rompeu o gap da semana. Estamos abrindo os gaps aqui, a gente pode ter uma retração até mesmo aqui para a gente continuar subindo, após ter pegado uma máxima de uma semana. Uma hora aqui, estamos respeitando o fair value gap de alta ainda, então estamos no alta, porém agora estamos em SMT. A cada 30 minutos eu vejo a criação desse order block aqui, para continuar subindo. Também temos esse fair value gap aqui que pode ser criado agora nas 10 horas. 15 minutos que eu estava esperando que acontecesse, acabou de acontecer aqui, que seria a criação desse fair value gap, certo? E aí ele vem retestar com SMT, acabou acontecendo aqui, vocês podem ver, teve aqui, um SMTzinho no fundo aí, certo? Teve a criação de um SIG aqui, então eu esperaria a alta aqui para limpar esse high, só que agora a gente está em SMT com S com IM, podemos ter uma config de queda. Então, para mim poder estar vendendo aqui, eu esperaria ali o preço de 15 minutos fechar abaixo de 9,6, se não permaneço comprado aqui. Não tinha bons alvos se caso eu comprasse aqui com stop, que seria basicamente o que eu ia buscar. Mais ou menos aqui, não daria nenhum para um, entendeu? Para eu poder buscar 2 para 1, não teria um alvo concreto, então preferi não me arriscar e segurar aí um pouco, esperar um config melhor ou algo do tipo. Qualquer coisa, do nada, não clico hoje, certo? Já eu volto aí com o resumo. Bom, então aqui agora a gente teve esse BPR aqui em 1 minuto, eu perdi aqui um fair value gap no 15, certo? Não tô bem 100% com essa venda aqui ainda, vou esperar acontecer alguma configuração melhorzinha aqui, e aí sim talvez eu possa estar entrando na venda, caso contrário, ficarei sem trade hoje. O trade que eu queria ter pegado aqui, nessa região, chegou a pagar aqui, né, que eu traria aqui até o 25.800, vamos ver se agora reage ao 25.800 aqui por uma queda. Quando eu estava esperando por isso aqui, esse vai primeira compra, pode ver essa minha com ação aqui, 15 minutos, como dá pra gente ver. Como tem tudo aqui, certo? Quando abriu das 11 horas, como vocês podem ver aqui, a abertura das 11 foi nesse aqui, a gente tá nesse MT, então após isso aí, eu esperei aqui o preço vir tanto dentro do fair gap de 15 minutos aqui, eu não consegui gravar no momento, a gente tinha esse fair gap de 15 minutos, que eu tenho marcado aqui, justamente um mini aqui, aqui quando a gente sobe aqui 30 minutos, acaba tendo um não foi fechado aqui, após ele fechar ele vai ser MT, nesse fundo aqui, certo? Com o IM, com esse aqui também, você pode ver que ele trabalha dentro do fair gap de 5 minutos, então no vídeo mesmo que eu gravei, eu mostrei esse fair gap de 5 minutos que eu ia ver invertido, quando a gente vê 15 minutos, logo na entrada, o que o preço fez aqui, mostrar pra vocês aqui agora. O preço foi o seguinte, ele veio aqui, certo? Ele colocou aqui, deixa o fair gap aqui, o preço tá fazendo o seguinte ponto, eu queria fazer o seguinte aqui, ele rolou aqui, já vai ter 15 minutos, quando esse aqui ele colocou, esse aqui no fair gap, pode vir fazer mais um preço aqui depois, configura o setup. Só que esse aqui veio só porque ele falou pra mim, um aqui, um aqui, um aqui, acabei fazendo a compra aqui das 11 buscando primeiro algo aqui, certo? Esse aqui ficou mais ou menos aqui assim, eu coloquei o meu stop aqui, que eu não faz sentido, coloquei profit aqui, buscando aí, sair para o 4 aqui, sabe? Certo? Esse foi o trade de hoje, eu segue no próximo vídeo.
And doing that again, I kept resisting something that kept being like this blocking me, stopping me from actually doing that, and I tried a couple times and it wasn't working and I just stopped. And I felt like because I'm so good at that, this is something I should do or get better at, right? Like it's a clear pathway for me to do something creative. But the whole process was not as much, like as fulfilling or as enjoyable, the actual act of doing it for parts of it, or for maybe most of it. And I don't know if that is due to me deciding I'm going to paint like Michelangelo all of a sudden, and without the skill and without the this, like making that thing happen. I don't know if that's it. Or what I was distinguishing on Saturday was like, that is the messy middle. Like I've been making the messy middle wrong. I've been resisting the messy middle. I'm like, yes, I want to play and I want to have fun and give myself that freedom of, but at the same time, what was funny to me last week, or almost ironic, was that when I sat down to paint this past week, I went from a reference photo that I had of a shadow in my room in London, and I think it was a full moon, because I woke up to this like projection on my wall of my window frame with my plant that was in front of the window projected in the shadow on my wall, and it was so beautiful, and I just took a picture of it. And I cropped the photo and I took part of it and I used that as reference for what I painted this week. And I was laughing to myself because I was having so much fun having some sort of guidance I was having so much fun having like a clear vision to like kind of bring to life, while at the same time I was like, look at me, it's only been a couple weeks and I'm already finding my way back slowly but surely to my, detailed perfection, more realistic thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just like, I'm kind of stewing in all of it, right? I'm not making any of it wrong, but just curious as to how much of that the messy middle I've actually been trying to like completely sidestep. Like maybe there's nothing wrong with leaning into what I'm great at, and I would love to bring that aspect to painting as like a new, as opposed to going back to the sketching. Or if it's like picking projects that are more like somewhere in the middle. Can I show you what I did? Can I show you what I painted? Okay. Thank you. Just a second. I have it right here. It's on paper. Because I didn't want to go through a million canvases with my messy explorations. Yeah, right. Like there's like the perspective of the window and the kind of distortion from the. Yeah, thank you. So that's. Yeah. It's brown. It's hard to see. Yeah, with the contrast, but it is kind of already brown. Yeah. That's cool. Thank you. Yeah, so this is what I did, and it's so fulfilling, right? That like the result was fulfilling for me. Also, the process was fulfilling for me, and I'm not sure it would have like. Maybe it's just the messy middle would have been a lot messier if I had, like, if I was say to paint the actual plant. Right? Like, because I was capturing the form, like, it was like a simplified version of the detail. I'll see if I can find this for you. I don't know if that helps for you to see the difference. I think I have it in my favorites somewhere. I have it up on my computer right now because I was looking at it the other day. Because I don't have the paper with me. It's in a box. Most of my stuff is still packed away. Okay. So this is what I drew. Right. So for somebody, for this to be my first complete piece, there's something there, but you can see like the detail, and with a pencil point, right? A pencil and an eraser and a smudger like in my fingertip, and it's like I just don't know. Like I'm like I have a different context for what I've been resisting with the messy middle, right? It no longer feels like a resistance necessarily, but at the same, I just interested. I wanted to kind of give you the world of kind of my thoughts about it, because I also don't want to play small, and just bypass it, or if it's like I start with shadows, and then as I'm more comfortable or as I'm pulled to more and more detail, maybe I don't know, as opposed to, I don't know. I'm listening. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 Yeah. Mhm. Mm. Yeah. Thank you. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's interesting is because like that, what I found, it was a practice in not making myself wrong because the point, like I was fulfilled in the point, which was I'm sitting down and painting. But the first like 4